And I was like, Unc, leave me alone. Like, it was a very unsettling question for him to ask me. Like, it was very unsettling because you guys know when you get monetized, yes, we work so hard to get the 4K, 1K, but when we get to the 4K, 1K, something happens.
How's your Unc? BurpeeYOGA Uncle. I've been playing this YouTube game. We started the channel back in April of 2020, and I didn't know anything about social media or YouTube. I just want to record the type of fitness workouts that I did, which is mostly burpees in my 50s. And next thing you know, what do you know? It's almost 3 years time, and I got a chance to meet a lot of great supporters and channels out there. One of which is Yoga with Goga. On the journey to getting monetized, we had fun getting there. So we got a chance to do an interview with him because after you get monetized, I keep telling everyone your journey starts then. And so I got a chance to sit down and chat with him on a live about what's like and is monetization what you expected. And we're gonna go through some of the things that you expect when you get monetized. It's kind of a long talk. It is what it is. That's one of the great things about YouTube. You just make what you want from it. And so again, this particular video is about getting monetized to the most efficient manner. And again, do your own research. There's no right way of doing anything, and there's a lot of theories about how to do this and how to do that. They could be right, they could be wrong. You just got to figure out what's the best for you. As Lee Jun-fan said, if you guys know who Lee Jun-fan is, you learn everything and you keep what works. And that's the same thing I would tell everybody in the YouTube world. Learn everything and keep what works. And please hit that like and subscribe button. We're getting close to the 2K, 2,000 subscriber. Again, that's only a number. If you listen to the whole live stream, you understand what I mean by that. It's just a number. But hey, it's just a goal, right? You just have to have goals in life, because if you're rudderless, you're not going to get nowhere. Or you're going to get somewhere, but not the place what you want to be. So, have a goal. No matter how insignificant, go have a goal. And here we go with the chat. Bless up. Fitness, foodies, and the fabulous absurd. From burpees to Camus, you're never gonna know what you're gonna get from your Unc, burpeeYOGA Uncle.
Let me introduce my guest, guys. So without further ado, thank you so much, burpeeYOGA Uncle, for joining the live. He's not a guest, and that's why I called him co-host on the thumbnail for a reason, because Unc has been with me on a number of live streams before. So he's definitely like, he's actually not a guest per se. He's actually a friend, he's a co-host, he's everything, that you could ask for in, not just a friend, but also I look at him as a mentor. And it's important I say this because this guy may be responsible for this Wednesday live streams. And I will tell you why. About 8 months ago, I did my first live stream about 8 or 9 months ago. And I remember I didn't even know how to operate StreamYard. And I remember he created, I don't know, he decided to tell me, what time do you think works for you? We can sit down and actually figure it out. And I woke up, it was 4 in the morning. So 4 in the morning, to give you context, is, let me see, Ank is about 11 hours behind. So 16 minus, it's about like 5, it was probably 5 p.m. at his time, the previous day. So we sit down and then we had like nearly a 1 hour live stream. It was a private live stream. So he was teaching me, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is how you add. And it was very practical because he's actually making you, can you like do it, let's see whether it works, and stuff like that. And then I started live streams, guys, with the StreamYard. It was like amazing. And he used to keep track, he used to come and check. He always used to come on those live streams because I was trying to look for my WH. And he's one of the key people who actually really made that happen. When I'm practicing yoga, he used to join me. He joined me like on 4 occasions to practice yoga with me on live stream. Like, that's how amazing this gentleman is. But over the last couple of months, he has been asking me a question that has been annoying me in a good way. Because Ank taught me everything I needed to know about getting the WH and everything. But he forgot one thing. He kept on, but he once hinted, but then he didn't like push it further until I got monetized. And then after I got monetized, he gave it like 2-3 months. Then he was like, Goga, is monetization what you expected? And I was like, Unc, leave me alone. Like, it was a very unsettling question for him to ask me. Like, it was very unsettling because you guys know when you get monetized, yes, we work so hard to get the 4K, 1K, but when we get to the 4K, 1K, something happens.
Well, you think your
You
journey's over, but your journey just started. Actually, that was the easy part. Even though people think that's the hard part, the 1K, 4K. And that's why I
no,
keep asking people that gets monetized, like, well, how do you feel?
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, most of us didn't know that. Like, the journey actually starts after the 1K, 4K. We knew that the journey is 1K, 4K. God, I'm going to buy a Rolls Royce, the way like Johnny Small People once said in your interview. I'm going to be rich, guys. I'm going to be like hanging out. Then you're like, no, you need to work hard. You need to get the views. Otherwise, these ads are not like you're not going to get anything out of these streets. And that's why he's here today, because I said we need a voice of we need a voice of reason. Burpee is over 50 years old. He does burpees like he's a 20-year-old young man. Go to his channel, check it out. This guy is active like crazy. Sometimes it puts me to shame, and I'm like, I need to get back to the mat. If I notice I'm being lazy, I'm like, Burpee is doing his stuff, and he's over 50 and stuff. So I needed a voice of reason, a voice of sanity. He's like really done a lot of research on these whitey streets. You can ask him all your questions, especially around monetization, or even before you get monetized, because he has had that experience. His channel is nearly, I think I'm a month older than his, but he got monetized way earlier because he literally pushed it very fast. Because he started his channel in April 2020. I started mine in March 2020. So there's that difference. But he graduated way earlier and decided to help the rest of us who are still struggling to get there. And he has helped a lot of guys, not just myself. I just happened to be one of the lucky people who met him, and I got to benefit from his erudite guidance when it comes to these white streets. And that's why he's here today, just to have this conversation with us. And the big question is monetization what you thought it was going to be? And my answer to him, no.
Well, so before you got monetized, what were you expecting? And then what happens after you got monetized? Like, what was the difference? And what was the most glaring difference from what you were expecting to what you got currently?
Let me just put it this way. I think the initial time I got monetized, that 1K, 4K hit, you get that amazing email from YouTube, and you're like, oh, congratulations, you've been made YouTube partner. It's like, oh, guys, I'm rich, guys, I'm your YouTube partner. Then you realize, wait, this partnership, how does it work? Because yes, I've monetized the videos, but when I go check the revenue that is coming from the videos, I'm like, it's 0.0. Then Sonia who is on the chat here, Sonia told me, Goga, you can turn you can turn that currency to your local currency. It will make you feel less bad about your life. Then I turned the currency into my local currency, as Sonia advised. And I was like, yay, at least I'm not seeing this 0.00003 on a video. Can you imagine? And I'm like, why is it not like reading $30 or something? Like I expected a lot, but these 0.00 things were just annoying me. So I turned it into my local currency, and at least I could see one before the zero. At least it was 1 point something. Made me feel good about for a while. And then those milestones, people do monetization parties and everything. On the day of monetization, I sat on my live stream. I got a lot of tips, I got a lot of tips. And then I was like, this is going to be the norm. Then one thing I didn't realize is that the moment you get monetized, you lose a whole constituency of supporters. They drop. Yep. You've already reached a milestone. And I was like,
drops.
I was like, where views drop?
Yeah.
I'm like, where are these people? I thought I'm going to be like, I thought I'm going to make it rain. Like every single day when I come on YouTube, I'm going to be like, huh. That was another shock. And then another shock was this nightmare called threshold. And I want you to talk about it today. Because I was like, what do you mean? Like, I won't get a salary if I don't reach a threshold. I didn't even know that stuff. I was like, what threshold? What are you talking about? And in Kenya, like, you have to get like 70 euros for you to be able to get a check from YouTube. And I was like,
yeah, in the US it's $100.
Yeah. I was like, no, this is not what I signed up for. I thought I would be just sitting, sleeping, I'm monetized, money will be coming in at the end of the month. I will be smiling all the way to the bank.
No,
It is far from the truth.
it is.
And that is why Ank is here. So I've answered this question, but it's going to be a conversation, and we are going to be reading the chat in case somebody has any question, and I will be highlighting them for him to be able to see. And maybe he can give me reasons. Why, Ank? Why did you tell me this? Why?
Well, because the first step the first step in YouTube monetization is to get monetized. So once you get to 1K, 4K, you have to understand that that's only the first step of the journey. What happens after that is YouTube is not necessarily there to help any channels to grow or anything like that. When in fact, my theory is before you get monetized, YouTube actually helps you a lot by getting you a lot of views. Because what happened is back in January of 2021, because when I first started, I started in April 2020, you're correct. But I got monetized in 6 months. I got monetized in October of 2020, right? Wow. It's all on my channel, right? It shows the whole progression. So in 6 months, I got monetized, but I don't know much about it. But so in January of 2021, YouTube changed the terms of use. And this is very, very, very important for all of you folks that hasn't been around YouTube. Okay, so before January 2021, what happened is if you are not monetized, YouTube cannot put ads on your videos. They won't. They just will. You cannot. You're not allowed to. But I'm sure now your channel members that's not monetized, and maybe even you, when you're getting close to monetize, if you have a popular video, all of a sudden an ad shows up. Because the terms changed in January 2021. Now, you got the ads on your video. You are not monetized yet. Who keeps all the money for the ad?
YouTube.
Exactly. Now, do the math. You're not monetized yet. You got a video that's got 20,000 views. YouTube goes, oh, that's pretty cool. I can put ads on it because they auction the ads out to advertisers, right? And I go, oh, these are 20,000 ads. Okay, I'll put ad on that. YouTube makes all the money.
Wait, so because I see a lot. Are you saying like this?
So would YouTube want you to be monetized or not monetized?
That's actually a good question because I'm like,
they won't because
they won't. Why would they want to? Because it means they're going to pay you.
No, they're going to keep all the revenue before you get monetized. But if you're popular, they'll keep pushing you till you're popular. Do you understand? Okay, you have 100 subs. Okay, you have 100 subs. Okay.
Yeah.
You put out a video, it goes viral. Okay, you get a million views. Do you make any money? You don't make any money. But no, YouTube can put ads on that and keeps 100% of the revenue. Because of that change. Because of the change in January 2021. You don't make any penny. So now, would YouTube want to make you monetize? Because if you were monetized, they have to share. There's a split, 30-70. So YouTube will, because that's what I figured out. A lot of channels, especially in my community where burpees are fitness, there's a lot of channels, all of a sudden, they would get 1,000 views on their videos. They're not monetized yet. And then you see ads on their videos. And then you see ads and SE ads, and then you think they're getting there, right? Because they have thousands of views. They're getting 800 subscribers, not monetized. You see the ads. All that ad revenue goes to YouTube. You don't make a penny because you're not monetized yet. And then as soon as you're monetized, why do your views drop? Because now YouTube has to share revenue with you.
Yeah.
So
my goodness.
So my theory is before you get monetized, YouTube actually helps your videos with their algorithm by pushing your videos up the ranking because they can make money from you on those videos. And as soon as you get monetized, they don't care anymore. Now you're normal. Now that's why you lose views. That's why you lose, well, your subscribers, that's different, right? The people that support you, that's different. I'm talking about views that you don't normally get. So, like a lot of channels, like when they first started, they get a couple 100 views. And then when they start getting popular, they would get 1,000 views. But you look at the comments, it's the same, like 10, 20 comments. It's not like they got more comments, right? So the algorithm caught them. So what happened is, yeah, you're correct. Actually, you and I and someone that monetize, I think the stats is actually 5%. Only 5% of all the YouTube channels ever gets monetized. And out of that 5%, very minuscule, it's like Mr. Beast where they make thousands and millions of dollars, right? But that's why when you get to the journey 1K to 4K and you get popular videos, YouTube likes that because they make all the money from you. But once you get monetized, they don't care about you. They don't want to help you at all because they have to split the revenue with you. They'll look for somebody else that has similar content as you and pop them up because they make money from them. That's happened time and again to many, many channels I'm aware of. Okay, in my fitness world, that's what I see. Everybody's views are up, or they get, there's an average view of X amount, and then as soon as they get monetized, it just drops. Sometimes as much as maybe 75% in terms of the views they get, right? And they don't understand why, because they're putting up the same content, but then all of a sudden, all the views are not there because the reason is because YouTube is going to split the revenue with you.
I know.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm pained. I'm pained just hearing this. Noodlehead, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for coming in. Sheena, thank you so much for sharing the co-host link. I'm going to pin it in a bit. Now YouTube is demonetizing. Dana is asking. Now YouTube is demonetizing YouTubers that are already monetized because they have gotten stricter. I think that's a concern. Let me just highlight.
Yeah,
it.
that has to do with your content. So one of my friends in the Middle East, she has a great channel, and then she got monetized actually like a month or two before I did. And what happened was she just happened to put up one video of some religious thing, just one, and automatically she got demonetized. And up to today, this is 2 years ago, up to today, she still has not heard from YouTube to change it. So she actually started a brand new channel. It's almost like the mark of death for YouTube monetization. Once YouTube catches some content you have that is not to their liking, they demonetize you. That's why on my channel it's nothing controversial, because you never know what YouTube you don't never know what YouTube deem as not nice. And now another one of my friends, she's actually just like you, she's my sister from another mother in the YouTube land. She got monetized before I did too. And she tried everything. I mean, she tried every single thing to after she got monetized to get the view counts. And then after a long search, she did everything, like cooking, traveling, everything, okay?
Yeah.
She found a niche. She found a niche. So she posts that every time she posts videos in this niche, she would get hundreds of thousands of views. I'm not kidding. At minimum 10, 15,000 views every single video. And she was making good money. And then all of a sudden, YouTube send her an email saying that your video does not fit the guidelines. So we won't demonetize your channel, but anytime you post this particular type of videos on your channel, which is her niche, it doesn't get monetized.
What's the point?
The point is you have to understand what the guideline that YouTube wants and fit within that guideline. And then so if you're out of that guideline, and then what she did, I can tell you what she did. She had videos, and she's completely non R rated, non X rated, not even PG. Okay, she basically washes her hair. That's all she does. I'm not kidding. 100,000 views washing her hair. That's all she did. And then she's fully clothed. She's not wearing like a bikini. She's fully clothed, okay?
Nothing to give YouTube ideas again.
No. Yeah, so that's why when you're in the YouTube world, you're on their platform, you just have to you got to understand what the guidelines are and don't stray from that in any deviation. Because if you work so hard, like she worked so hard to get monetized, now she basically quits. She doesn't even post barely any video up because she opened up a new channel and it seems to be okay, but she's doing the same thing, but it hasn't been monetized yet. So even then she quits on that too, because there's so many stories I can tell you, but the main thing is just follow YouTube's guideline and make sure that you do nothing that's controversial, and you never know when it's controversial, right? So you try to limit all those, and then in terms of staying in your niche, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. So for me, I've been doing burpees since April 2020 every day, and for the first 200 plus days, right? Even after I monetized, all I did was post up videos of me doing burpees, okay? And it wasn't getting anywhere. Because once I got monetized, I realized I don't care about watch hours anymore. I got that by default because my videos are so long, but I didn't know about that. I don't care about views because every view would make me money due to the ads being posted on them. So I realized my videos for burpees wasn't doing anything. So I started posting other videos, right? I started with food, okay? And after a few months, some of them hit, like some of them would continuously to get views, continuously, every day getting views, but there's no comments. And then so I did some research and I realized those type of videos in YouTube is called evergreens. Okay, that means like these type of videos, once you post them, it will solicit your loyal supporters to comment, and you comment back to them. You know how the whole thing works. Okay, but some videos would actually create views where they don't comment. So these are caught in the YouTube algorithm that a viewer would search for certain things and they would watch a video and they go, okay, that's cool, and then they would leave, not leaving a comment. And then it could be continuous. Every day you would get views, right? And those are called evergreens. And those are the ones that makes the most money. You don't want a video where you get 1,000 views and then you get 1,000 comments. Because what happens if you get 1,000 comments? You kind of have to reply to them, right? In most cases, because a lot of your supporters, if you don't reply to the comments, they're not going to come back and watch your next video. So what you really want is a video with 1,000 views and 10 comments. Because you'll reply to the 10 comments. You're still going to get paid for the 1,000 views, but you don't have to worry about replying to 1,000 comments. And those are evergreen videos, okay? And ever since I understand what that was, that's all I've been doing. That's why you see my channel now. I put everything on it because I never know when it's going to hit. My last video that's gone evergreen, it's maybe 3 weeks ago. I put a video on a review on a dash cam, how to install a dash camera.
And then that is a simple thing everybody will be actually looking to.
I don't know what catches, because at the beginning it was just the same as every other video, couple hundred views. But then after 2 weeks, it starts getting views every single day. Every single day. And those are videos that I want, because it continuously collect the money every single day, every single week. And I have no comments on the video. It just grows.
Wow.
Yeah, so right now it's at 1,500 views, right? It started with 200, and every 2 days you get like 100 views. It's not a lot, but can you imagine if every single one of my videos did that, which is impossible. But then you don't, because there's no work anymore, right? I get views on those videos and I don't have to comment on them, and people enjoy them, and then they get continuous views. And I have like, I guess a handful of them. I think maybe 10, 15 evergreens. So it will continuously create money for me, even though maybe once in a blue moon I get a comment. But 99.99% of the time, none of them get comments. And how many of those videos, how many of those evergreen videos are burpees, fitness? None.
You see, so they're totally different something different in their niche.
Yeah. So I got videos on. One of my super popular video is how to cook London broil, or the cheap cut of meat. Another one is how to fix a rusted gate. Another one is how to. I got one with traveling, I got one on cooking razor clams, and I got one. It's all different all over the map. And the funny thing, I got one that only happens seasonal. Okay, I posted last year. You know those portable heat poles or whatever. Yeah, I posted last year. It got a lot of hits, and then it died down. And then November starts getting hits again. No comments.
Because of the season,
because it's seasonal, right? It's seasonal. People want to know how to turn on this Hampton heat lamp thing, so they search and they find my video, right? So there's two ways of playing this game. One way is to continue staying in your niche and try to grow it, which is fine. But, I don't want to be defined by burpees, even though I do a lot of it. So I put everything that I want onto my channel. And I'm hoping for evergreens, because I know, based on my experience, 0 out of 0 of all my burpee video never hits evergreen. but many videos that I have that's not burpee has hit evergreen, and that's what I really want.
You have a question. You have an observation there from dear Dana. So Dana says, but then you see the rare few that are not following the guidelines being controversial, and you are going, how are they still monetized?
They are not being monetized. Usually, the one that's controversial, what they're doing is they're asking you to go to Patreon or buy them a cup of coffee. The video itself, the video itself is not monetized. But what happened is you can still, say thanks, whatever, and pay them. When YouTube say it's not being monetized, what they're saying is that particular video will not generate any ad revenue. But if you gift them some, send thanks, or a lot of these channels that's mostly talking about politics or a particular country, usually they have a separate account where you go to donate money, and that's how they do it. So they still use YouTube as a platform for getting the audience, but they're not making money from the ad revenue. Doesn't mean they don't make money the other way. And that's another way you can generate, quote unquote, a profit from YouTube. Another way that you want to do is called affiliations. And what that means is one of my friends, they do survival stuff, right? So the way that he gets money, it's not really money, but it's really to review products. So he would solicit companies, say, hey, I want to review XYZ thing. And then they would send them XYZ thing, and he will make a review on it on YouTube. And then in exchange, that particular company gives them a link to say that if you go to this link to buy this particular product, then that channel gets a residual income, right? That's the other way to make money. It's a roundabout way of doing it. But if you want free stuff, that's one way of doing it. So like for example, for you, Goga, I mean, you can solicit yoga companies to get them yoga mats or whatever, right?
Outfits,
those bands that you have, and solicit them and say, I'll do reviews of them in exchange if you give me a link to make money or whatever, right? And it's simple as just asking them, and you never know who would be okay to do it with you, So that's another way of doing it. But very few channel actually makes it after 1K, 4K. I can tell you so many channels that quit after they get monetized, because it was highly discouraging once they realized, they look at the amount of money they make per video. You're like, what? I made a penny? Like I spent all this time to make a penny, or like, because some people don't understand how to play the game in YouTube. So for small YouTube channels, you want to get the views in there. So a lot of times you would, at the beginning, right, you would go to other people's channel and subscribe to them, leave a comment. Hopefully they come back and do the same for you. And that's how the whole game is played, right? Yeah, well, do what you love, and that is correct. Do what you love and you'll be successful. That's correct. But there's different levels of success. So if you're happy with the numbers you're getting after you get monetized, then great. But if you're wanting more, where you think that it can be a second stream of revenue, then you need to do what you need to do. Right. So I know a lot of channels that's like yours, where they like the format of doing lives and they continue doing it. It's almost like I was joking, like you're a DJ now. You should be called DJ Goga.
Yeah, you did that last time.
Yeah, I know many channels that has went from A to B, right? So it's perfectly fine, because like you said, I see you enjoy doing this. And you enjoy, speaking 3 hours on YouTube, which is perfectly fine. So there's many ways to skin the cat, as they say in YouTube. You just have to find the right way of doing it. But all I can say is, and you are a perfect example, what you started out initially in YouTube can vastly change once you become monetized, because you realize what you were doing wasn't working. Right? So then you change. And you only change because once you get monetized, you realize, oh, okay, I still enjoy what I'm doing, but now you mean I can make money. So you'll think of different ways to gain the most money. Yeah, well, that's happened to two of my friends already.
Yeah. So Sonia was talking earlier about, I think the comment is just up there, I don't want to go back to it, about this aspect of watch me, I watch you, and how the dynamics change after monetization. And I never used to understand, and I want to actually confess it here. Before I got monetized, I never used to understand why a monetized house they can't come to me. Like, these guys, they just have like enough pressure already as it is. So you notice like there's a reason they will not come and support you anymore. And nowadays I understand it's okay, because the things they have to deal with, to keep the views coming in, to keep the saying see how to like get get that revenue coming in. I now totally understand. But what will you say about these dynamics of we had supporters before, they've drastically reduced because you got monetized, we helped you get there, we don't really feel obligated to stay anymore. What will you say about that aspect of still supporting the guys who have been with us
Hey,
since
the one
the
that
journey?
the one that truly supports you, that understand how to play the game, even when you become monetized and even when they become monetized, they continue playing the game. When I say the game, that means like I watch your video, you watch my video, you leave a comment, I leave a comment. That's pretty much the basic game. Okay, the ones that do leave, some I don't know what the reason why they're leaving, but I don't really care, because the main thing after you get monetized is views, which is what I try to explain to you too. When you make these long live streams, there's going to be supporters that can't make it, that can't make the view, that can't make it. Okay, so what happens is, what you should do after the stream is done, you should go back to YouTube Studio and start adding ads to this video. Okay, so when a supporter does come and watch your stream, you'll generate revenue, and they're perfectly fine with it, because they want to support you, the one that really want to support you, right? And then the other thing too, with I don't do these kind of long streams, because even when I got monetized, I never did live stream until after I got monetized. So I don't know what the revenue is like, but my understanding is, if like right for example, right now you have 31 people that's on this chat right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. By them staying on with you for an hour, how many views did you get? Only 31 views. It's only if they leave the chat and come back, do they generate another ad count?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Unless you have 300 people that come to your live stream, right? Then you'll get 300 views and you'll get 300 hits of ad revenue. And then while they're sitting on your stream for an hour, do you get any ad revenue from them? No.
Nope.
No.
And so, and I want you to answer, because Sheena is actually asking a question that I think some people are curious about. So she's checking her studio and it says she's made 260. I guess these are estimates. So she's asking, is this correct? Can you trust the studio? Because this will actually be important, because Sheena is just recently monetized. She got monetized like 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
So she's expecting her first, probably the first thing will be the pin and all these other things that come, post monetization. So when you look at the figure on the studio and the AdSense figure, which one can you trust?
You trust when they send an email saying that they're depositing money to your bank. That's the one you trust, because sometimes they adjust it afterwards. But most
guys, I tell you, it's blunt. It's very brutally blunt.
Because sometimes they'll tell you make this much money, and then when you get it, they'll say it's an adjustment somewhere somehow, and then that's how it's done. So whatever way it works, the most important thing is
Yeah, I love this. This is pretty good.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. Like I told Goga, your intention for your channel, whatever you think it's needed to be done, you do it that way. I mean, we're talking about being monetized in this particular chat session, right? Yeah. You always do what you love to do. It's not like I would post a video on I don't know, I would post a video how to fix a car, because I don't know how to fix a car. So it's not like I would go, and I don't even like fixing a car. The only thing I put in my car is gas and maybe water. Okay, so I don't like anything to do with cars. So I don't put videos of, I don't like doing that. So obviously you have to like what you do to post those videos on YouTube. You can't just slap it. When I say slap anything on, what I meant to say is slap anything on that you like, not slap anything on. So if you want to build your foundation and that's your goal, then by all means go ahead and reach for that goal. We're talking about being monetized and the pitfalls and how many different ways you can do it.
I like how Sheena says, I monetize everything.
That's right.
And then you're making Shula, let me leave and come back.
Exactly. No, but I told Sheena that too. The other thing too is after you get monetized, I thank you for watching my 1.5 hour worth of burpee. Remember you said full watch, but that does help me because I put ads in the video.
Yes.
Right? So that does help, right? But if somebody watched this particular video and you don't put ads in there, they do full watch, you still only get one, maybe 2 ads, one in the beginning, one in the end, unless YouTube does it for you to put in the ads, you know. So it is what it is.
I'm laughing at the raw bluntness because you're making people feel some type of way when you said trust the notification, not the not the estimates. That's a good one. I'm just coming to ask you that thing about ads because I know you're the one person who told me that Goga, you do a lot of long live streams and there are people who watch. Can you add the commercials after so that at least you can get something out of that if somebody's? And I notice you do that a lot because when I was checking, I check a number of your long videos, posts they've been uploaded, and I always see commercials. I'm like, okay, let it just run and stuff. You know, let the man get.
Yeah,
his,
people, I do that to a lot of my supporters too. They run a long video. Some of them once they get monetized, watch hours, I'll help them with that. The ones that got monetized, they run a long one. I always suggested them put ads in there because I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run it through, and then if you have 1 ad in there, I'll watch the ad. If you have 10 ads in there, I'll watch the 10 ads. It doesn't matter to me because I'm supporting you, right? So there's gonna be people like that that's coming to this video after you posted it. But if you don't put the ads in there, I mean, they're not going to care.
Exactly. You're not getting anything out. And I like what you say. At the end of the day, YouTube is a business. So they have to, they're not going to help you get, I like that's what you said at the beginning. They're not going to help you get to learn the ropes of making money from them. So.
Well, yeah, they make money from you too. I mean, YouTube as a subsidiary of Google, I think last year grossed $10 billion. Billion. Okay. Now, my theory is it's still not a very money generating business in terms of profit at the end of the day, because out of all your even out of all the people within your chat right now, I think there's 27 of them, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I know you, me, and Sheena has been monetized. How many of them other has not been monetized? I would say a bulk of them. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's correct, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that means almost, let's say 20, okay? Let's say 20. So those 20 people, number one, they're not making any money for YouTube unless they get a popular ad. But number two, YouTube has to host their videos, has to stream their videos. That all costs bandwidth money.
Yeah.
And they're giving it away to 95% of the YouTube channels are non-monetized. That means 95% of the channel is sucking away money from YouTube by hosting their videos, by streaming their videos. And very few gets monetized. That's why they changed the policy back in 2021, because they weren't making any money. And the money they make from you and I is not, it's not a lot, simply because our channel is not getting 200,000 views like Mr. Beast or whatever, which is 2 million views, right? Many channels are like ours, because struggling YouTube that's being monetized. Even though we're being monetized, we're not making a chunk of change. So YouTube's not making a lot of money from us either, right? So they have a lot of overhead. That's what I'm trying to say.
Pay attention to the kind of ads they put as well.
Yes, well, that you have a say in that. So when I was getting monetized, when I realized what getting monetized mean, I actually did a search and research the top 10 things that the advertisers look for in YouTube. And you know what's the worst?
No, tell me.
It's fitness.
Are you serious?
See, I read fitness because fitness is a very challenging, because there's not many company that does fitness stuff that wants to advertise, number one. And number two, the niche is you have to be I am not like a person that looks like I'm fit to begin with. So it's very niche. So the number 1 and 2 and 3 things that gets advertisers to advertise on your channel, number 1 is finance, actually, right? And number 2 is personalities, or they could be 1 and 2. And number 3 is kind of like how-to stuff, right? Then those are the 3, and entertainment too, right? It's like the guy, if you look at all the channels that's successful, those are the ones that makes the most money. Fitness is like way at the bottom. Anything to do with fitness, right? But that's the name of the game. People either want to know how to do stuff, like how to make money finance-wise, or people want to be entertained, right? By having like videos that's entertaining, and that's what else is there? People want to watch you, or maybe you want to know how to do certain things in fitness. But after 1 or 2, that's it. But they always come back for advice on finance or advice on stocks, or if you get entertained, right? Like one of the most popular figures when I was coming up was Niga Higa. He's from Hawaii, right? He would do these skits because they're entertaining, and that's how he was like at one time the number 1 YouTuber in YouTube, right? But so you got to figure out number 1 what makes you happy in doing it, and then number 2, in terms of advertisers, unless your particular content fits them, I don't believe there's a way you can choose advertisers in general. I don't know how to do that. Maybe somebody can tell me.
No, what I've noticed, I think from my experience, and you can be reflecting on Jerusha's question there, and congratulations, Saniki, on getting your pin. That takes a while. I notice when I prepare my videos, like for instance, premieres way in advance, like early, let me say a day early, the advertisements tend to linger around my niche somehow, for some reason. I don't know why. Like it's always something close to what I do. Like those are time I think I did. I think the adverts that popped on my own when I was getting into my own premiere were purely something about a meditation. I don't know, a meditation retreat somewhere, and I was like, whoa, this is like.
Do you know why?
Yeah, tell me.
Are you using your own channel to watch your own videos?
No. That is like my separate, my spare.
Right, but you use your spare channel to watch your own videos, right?
Yep.
Well, so
no, that was specifically for the premieres. Now, of course, I don't watch my videos because I know the views don't count.
What I'm trying to say is your experience with the ads that you get is purely based on your particular computer and what you've been searching for. Okay, so it's tied to your account that you logged into. So if your account you log into does a lot of stuff that's tuned to your personality, what you like to watch, it'll feed you those type of ads. But if somebody else comes in, for example, let's say my login, I like to watch a lot of car videos, racing cars and whatnot. And then I come to one of your videos about yoga meditation. Oh, I want to check out if yoga meditation will help me race my car faster. And I go to your video, or I'll go to your video. It's not going to show me meditation. It's going to show me car.
Show you the car. Oh wow, good to know.
Because my login, based on my history of videos, is telling YouTube I'm interested in cars. I'm not interested in yoga meditation because I don't watch enough of those. But your particular channels that you use, that's not yoga with Goga, you probably still are looking at the similar things because that's based on your YouTube history.
Probably, yeah.
So YouTube's gonna go, well, I'm gonna feed you ads based on your YouTube history, and that's why you see the thing. That's why you see. That's why you see things that you like. But if you open up like a version channel that has no videos, that has no history of your videos, and then you go watch yours, I don't think it's going to show you the meditation stuff. It's going to show you just...
Sheena says she gets Google noodle ads. And then Jerusha is asking a question on the screen. Are there a specific number of views in a video that are needed to earn from it?
Well, no. You just need 1,000 and 4,000 to get monetized. I mean, you can make money from one view, like 0.000000000. Right? And if you got a long video, like 5 hours long with 200 ads, and somebody watch all 200 ads, you'll make some more money, like 0.0000001.
Yeah.
All right. That's not how it works. It doesn't matter how many views you get. It matters how many times ads are triggered. Okay. So obviously, the more views you get on each particular video with a lot of ads, then you will make more money. And that's the other thing too. A lot of my videos, most of them are over 8 minutes long. The reason is because if it's less than 8 minutes, you can't post extra ads in the video.
Yeah.
Right? You can only have the beginning and end. So almost all my videos, 99% of them are long, like 8 minutes plus. Then I can add more ads in there. Again, I have loyal supporters. They will watch my video full, whether it's 10 minutes or an hour. Not many of them, but I have them. You know, but again, my real goal really is to make evergreen videos. That's all I want to do. I mean, stuff that interests me, right? And I mean, that's my whole goal. And am I telling you to do the same thing? I'm not telling you to do the same thing. You do what you like in your YouTube video. But in my journey, you know, because I want to get more money out of the YouTube channel because I work so hard for it, right? But right now, that seems like that's what's happening. And then the other, that's the number one thing, evergreen video. The number 1A thing is to find my niche. I still don't know what my niche is. Let's say I find my niche. I'm gonna, I don't know, wash my feet. I don't know, whatever, okay? Once I find that niche, I will continue to push that niche, but then I'm always gonna do my burpees. I'm always gonna add stuff that I like. But those are the two main things that I'm hunting for the whole time, my niche and also evergreen videos. And then everything else falls in place. And that's for me. And look, you know, for you, and then I know of 2 or 3 other channels that's like you, all they do is lives. And then when they post regular videos, they get some success, but not nearly as good as their lives. You know, that could be your niche. Yeah, that could be your niche. You never know, right? Maybe a year from now, instead of 28, 30 people, you get 2,000 people watching your stream. You never know, because that's what you like to do. You know, you never know.
Yeah, so as Ank takes his water, so Dana has a question. How do you figure your shorts income? Hey, Teacher P. Hey, Elwin. Let me say hi to some people I think I didn't say hi to. Oncheko Kobaso, thank you so much for working the chat for me. I really appreciate it, because sometimes when I have a guest, I tend to forget reading my messages, but I thank you so much for engaging them right there on the chat. Sheena says, I found my niche now. Everyone is trying to do it too.
Well, just
Anthony
so you
Holmes,
know,
Shiro.
YouTube's been around for many decades. There's really nothing new under the sun. It depends on what YouTube's algorithm is. You need to find your niche where you're comfortable and happy and to be successful with it. You know, I'm looking for video that makes like 10, 20, 30,000 views. I mean, that's my goal, you know, and that's what I want. And the only way I can do that is through evergreen videos. And same thing with when I say a niche, I'm talking about a niche where you get like, you know, thousands of views every time you upload or something like that. You know, that's for me. Again, your niche could be doing the streaming, you know, and I know actually multiple channels that does that too. They do live streams and they're very happy with that too, because they get to connect with people and then they have fun doing it, you know. But I can't commit 3 hours doing a stream, so I can't do it.
And then I will comment on that, because I feel like I think it's getting a reaction from me. Sometimes YouTube will remove some of your likes. So weird, she says. And then there was something here. Tati Sifetitsa is based in Romania. Now, Tati, let me say something about Tati Sifetitsa. So Tati Sifetitsa has a channel which I think is only 100. I think it's only 190 WH to the 4K. But he does like very nice videos. Like when you go to his premieres, you have at least 30 people on the premiere. But then he says the lives are not successful for him. So how do you advise? But he does very good videos in 4K and everything. And I feel, yeah. Okay.
I can show you a channel. I'll give it to you, IG. I can show you a channel that gets like 200 plus views every time they post a video. And what is the video? The video is basically a screenshot of the comments of her videos, and it's static. And she gets 200 views. I can show you another channel where they play a video slot machine. It gets hundreds of views. So this may be very controversial, but the only thing that matters is it's almost not your content, is if YouTube likes your video. And YouTube, I don't believe YouTube care how well you make your video. I mean, people like you and I watch our video, yes, but for the passerby and for the evergreens, I don't think they care. I don't know how the algorithm works, but I can show you so many places where like they would post a video of a flower, gets 500 views. You know those flower garden things? It's almost like silent live streams, and they get hundreds of views. And you're like, what the heck? I spend 5 hours editing my video, and I'm getting like 10 views. That's YouTube. That's YouTube. So do you want to make a video as well as you can? Yes. But do you want to spend 100 hours making a video? If you think it's worth it, if you enjoy doing editing, by all means do it. But but do you think, is the reality that if I spend 100 hours editing a video, am I going to get more views? That's up to you to decide. For me, no. That's why everything I do is one take. My editing takes maybe 15, 20 minutes max. Now, does it show? Probably it shows, but what do I care? Because I got my point across. And those videos that is evergreen, I edit the same way as the one that doesn't get evergreen. So to me, it's like, well, if there's no difference in what I did, but I still get the evergreen videos, why would I invest more time to make the video better? Unless I want to, right? Because I want to edit, unless that's different. But to do things, that's the other thing, to do things for YouTube is, to me, not the right way of doing it. That's why I'm happy you got your microphones gifted. That's your gift, right? Because like, even up to this day, I've been on YouTube since April 2020. How much money have I spent on my channel?
That's a good question. I've spent on light, probably my lights, literally probably, yeah. My tripod probably.
I spent $0. I've never spent 1 penny on my channel. My cameras is just my phone. I spend no money on my channel, and up to currently, I've made 4 figures from YouTube. Okay. So, but out of that 4-figure amount that I got from YouTube, $0 went back to YouTube to do anything. So for those that wants to invest, again, like let's say you don't have that microphone of yours, but you want to get one because you want one, great. But if you want to get one because of YouTube, I would suggest against that. You can't just get stuff for YouTube. You gotta want to get stuff that you like, because different reason and a byproduct, I can use it on YouTube, right? Because you already spent, there's only 2 things you can give to any person or anybody, right? Time or money. We already give so much time to YouTube. Why the hell you want to give some money?
No, unless, it has to be like an investment, like I've blown up. I have a whole team that is doing for me that work. Ricky, welcome. Who else did I not say hi to? I want to ask a question, and so I'm monetized, yes. These checks don't come easy. It's literally you have to push yourself for them. I'm lucky. I think I've never missed a check, to be honest, since I got monetized, because I guess because I think I've met that threshold. But there are people, I know people here who struggle with this aspect of threshold. Hey, Miss Southern Bell, how you doing? Yeah, I know there are people struggling when it comes to like the aspect of threshold. What is the best advice you can give? If I still have to stick to making content and I still have the pressure I need to look for a check at the end of the month from YouTube.
Well, there's only 2 ways. You got to get the views to generate the money. So, if you're like for in the USA, for example, is a couple days before the end of the month where it counts. And then I'm like $5 or $6 short or whatever. Well, the only thing you can do is really post more videos. What else can you do?
That's true.
Right? That's all you can do. But at the same time, if what you're posting during a month is not getting you where you want to go, purely in terms of getting monetized, getting money, right? Getting that threshold. Yeah. What did I say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Your video is not working. Find something else to do. Because if you keep posting videos that, number one, you like, obviously, to make, but it's not generating the type of revenue you want, then find something else you would like to do and try posting. There's no rule that says that you doing yoga cannot all of a sudden start doing car races. There's nothing in YouTube that say, hey, yoga with Goga, you got monetized doing yoga, so you can only stay there. There's nothing in YouTube that says that, right? So if your goal is to get monetized and make money from it, and you're not happy with the results of your video, then by all means change your videos. And I don't mean by making it better. Okay, I don't mean by spending, I'm gonna spend 5 more hours editing it. You can try that, maybe that helps, but after X amount of time after trying it and it's not helping, then you need to look for a different niche. Or you can do this, like, oh, please YouTube God, please let me hit the algorithm and make me 10,000 views, You can do that too, but I don't know, it doesn't work for me. That's why I slap everything on. I don't know what works. And then the other thing too is, like, one of my videos that's super popular, it's got like over 10,000 views. It didn't hit until 8 months later. It was nothing. Next thing you know, it hit and it's never stopped. So it's almost like a lottery ticket. If you post something on YouTube, you never know when they're gonna catch it. It's the same thing with my video on that lamp thing. It just died and it comes back. I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything. It YouTube algorithm just picks it back up. I didn't change anything at all.
Okay, sorry. No, I was speaking to Miss Southern Bell because you are speaking. I will check it out, Miss Southern Bell. Of course, for you, I will do anything. I will do that. And then Ike says, personally, my greatest reward is the friendships I've made on this platform, not just the money.
Yes, but exactly, which is the reason why I like to help people like Goga, right? It's a relationship. But this particular chat is about being monetized. That's the reason I sound like I'm just hard up on money, but I'm not. That's why I support a lot of people throughout. Why? Because no reason. Sheena, I support her a lot to get her monetized. We're friends, right? That's it. Nothing to get out of it, So yeah, but this particular video is about getting monetized. But obviously, every single particular YouTube channel has their own niche of friends that they make in the community that they make. And especially when you're doing your particular type of genre where you're doing basically being a radio DJ, you're gonna get way more interaction with your subscribers versus just posting up a video and then you just get comments back. But even within comments back, you make friends, but just not as up close as if you're like almost conversing with them while you're doing a live. Again, it's just do what you want to do based on how you want to do it.
Yeah, Tati is saying you can't bribe the algorithm. Millie Nyibinya here was she was my co-host like 3 or 4 weeks ago. She has 2 monetized houses. She literally left the YouTube platform to go make money on Facebook and Instagram, and she's doing very well on that other side. So I brought her here because I was like telling her, give us an alternative, because why we getting this 0.0000 and you're busy making serious figures on Facebook, for instance. So yeah, so she's just giving a comment here that you're right. I don't waste my time on YT anymore, but I'm still posting. Yeah, I know she still keeps posting, but not with the same energy before, because she's enjoying benefits the other side.
Yeah, I told you, many people after they get monetized, they quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just happen to do that.
Okay, there's a very nice question here, which I think it's very good, and I think it goes to what you are saying about watch hours. Sheena is like, do you still have to have 4K watch hours every after monetization?
Someone told me once that you do, but I never really cared, because I'm averaging about, like, every month I'm getting about 800 watch hours to begin with. So I never like looked into it. So I never gets below that. So I don't know, but another channel that's been monetized told me that, she has to keep doing lives just to keep her watch hours up, and she barely posts any videos like outside of doing lives. And she does the same thing as you. She does lives like for 4 or 5 hours. And then what her channel does is I don't know if your channel does that, but she does connections, I guess. If you understand what I mean. That's another way of doing it.
I'm laughing at Sheena. Don't worry about the WH. By now your worry is totally different. You're not going to lose it. You're not going to lose the monetization already.
I don't even worry about. That's why I tell people you don't have to watch my whole video for watch hours. But I rather you especially for my short videos, you don't need to watch it like the whole thing. But if you just watch, leave, and come back and watch it 2-3 times, that will actually help me more than you watching 15 minutes of it, because it will generate more ad revenue.
Absolutely.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, my opinion on the same will just be what Ank is saying. Once you get monetized, you don't really worry about WH anymore. It's about really the views and whether people are checking there. But you keep losing. I mean, they are always still reducing either way because of that 1 year thing. Somehow they are always still reducing, but it's no longer really a problem. I think I'm almost at 10,000 of them, so in total. So it's not like really that they're going to reduce drastically. That will take me back to square one, not at all. So your worry, I think, post monetization is now the views and how to bring in that revenue. So forget about the WH. But I know Sheena does live streams every day because that's literally one thing she does very well. Yeah, you'll keep accumulating them on your daily live streams either way. So they'll still be adding into your WH.
Yeah, I know many channels that does live streams a lot. So it's another way of doing what you want to do, and then obviously, everybody that does live streams enjoy them. So yeah, obviously keep doing what you're doing if you enjoy it, and then the benefit would be the monetization part.
Yes, this one I can answer you. Yes, I'll give yes. Yeah,
it's a rolling 4K.
You have 365 days. You get to like the end of the year and you don't have it. Oh my God, they take them. They take it all.
Well, yeah. So let's say today is the last day and you're at 3,900 hours. And then tomorrow you will lose the hours that you watched 366 days ago. So let's say 366 days ago, you got 10 hours of watch hours. And then the year passed, you will lose that 10 watch hours. And it's like a rolling 365 days. So it would behoove you to, if you want to get your watch hours, do it within the 3 and then watch your time, because I know people that didn't get monetized after a year. They're chasing the watch hours. Every day they lose watch hours, even though they gain. They lose and gain, so they have to make it up. So yeah, I was lucky.
Yeah, and I just want to say that because Ank is one of the people who really pushed me when it came to those looking for the watch hours, because he said you have to create content that will get you those hours. You have to literally create content. And I remember anytime I used to go on live stream, he used to say, I think you have about 80 WH from this live stream. I think you have about 100 today. He used to like give me those estimates. And the following day when YouTube updates, I'm like, oh my God, he was actually correct. It's accurate. Like it's literally what he guessed, 80 WH, 100 WH until he hit the magic 4K. But yes, I didn't even know that you normally lose that. I never knew that you lose watch hours before if you stay like 365 days without them. So I had to push myself for like 2-3 months just to get the 4K instantly, and I made like 3K in 3 or 4 months just by daily live streams and stuff like that.
I tell people all the time do that. I mean, I literally help a lady in South Africa. I think she got like 2,000 watch hours in 1 month, and she got monetized. Wow. And then she quit. She quit. She's no longer on YouTube. So sad. Yeah. She was doing like 9-hour live streams every day.
Yeah. That is if a teacher says you can be demonetized if you don't make 4K. I guess that's why you have to keep posting content, to keep the channel busy.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know that one. So I that part I have no clue. But then that's why you want to get every videos. They'll keep giving you watch hours without you posting anything.
Yeah, because what I know is that if you don't post up content for 6 months, is it 6 months, I think, as per the YouTube guidelines, you have to make sure that the channel is not idle. At least you can post something. At least, okay, you can stay for 6 months, and then when the 6 month is almost running out, you can post a video or something so that you don't lose your partnership tag. Hey Marcos, I see you. Let me see. Okay, guys, you can now ask any questions. And thank you so much to the guys who are helping me greet people on the chat. The chats are moving so fast. There are 30 people view here. I don't know how to multitask. Meg's Mysteries is here. Meg, I congratulated your husband. I'm so proud of Tom. Oh my goodness, Tom did it. Yeah, Meg Mysteries, I just wanted to tell that. Guys, sorry, I'm not trying to say hi. This is what I enjoy doing. And I do it once a week. And it's like what Miss Southern Bell is saying, like connecting with people across the world. Me, I just love talking to people because they come here, they start telling me stories. It escalates into something totally different. And I think that's what we keep doing every week. We don't even talk about yoga anymore, just drama and conversation and yeah, and those kind of things. But when you do yoga, we are serious. They'll actually watch the premieres and give comments. If you have a friend to run your playlist, or you, okay, sorry, I think that was Miss Southern Bell was speaking to. Let me see. There's a comment here for Ankh. Unless YT pays me 200K per year, it will not stress me. I have spent over 1K super chatting all over the biggest check. That's what you were saying. You were saying you spent zero.
Whatever you enjoy. I mean, there's many ways to skin the cat, as I say. Whatever the way you enjoy, want to run your channel, you're happy. You, by all means, do what you like. It's perfectly fine. I mean, there's no wrong way of doing it. But this particular chat is about being monetized and how to maximize it. So obviously, I know people that don't care and just post stuff that they like, you know, which is perfectly fine too. You know, but there's no right or wrong way of doing it. But as an engineer, you know, I'm just trying to look for the most efficient way of doing it, and that's just my experience. I'm not saying it's the best experience, you know, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So Southern Bell is saying, I read people run on their playlist and they took their videos down. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? You lose it.
I have experience. One of the channels in Europe contacted me and told me that they're gonna run my entire video list, my playlist.
Yeah.
Which is like over 800 videos, right? So he started, and so obviously I returned the favor, and I'm still going through the data because it just happened like last month, and up to now, to be honest, I can't see the difference in terms of my watch hours or my view counts, even though I know he's not lying. He did watch my whole playlist. I don't notice any ad revenue change either. So it could be just my experience, but I believe when you run somebody's playlist, YouTube knows that, okay?
Yeah.
And after X amount of videos on that playlist, YouTube will not give those views to those particular the videos afterwards. They stop. That's my belief. Okay. Now, do I have any proof of that? In general, no. But I know that that gentleman that ran my playlist for 800, they stopped already. Right, finished. They ran it all. I can't tell the difference whether I got more watch hour or less watch hour. My ad revenue didn't change much, so I'm sure he ran it 24/7 for like I don't know how many weeks. I'm sure he did it, right? And and I told him to check what I did for him too. And you know, he hasn't seen any big difference either. So it was an interesting experiment. Am I saying don't run other people's playlists? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying based on my experience, it didn't look like it affected much. And he did run all my 800 plus videos. And I ran his playlist, which is about 200 video, like I don't know how many times. You know, like, so I mean you can't. I mean I don't know how. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Except I don't think running somebody's playlist works. I think it works better what you are doing, which is running a 9-hour live stream or watch hour, like how you did before, leave it running, and then have people like me go and watch that one video for 9 hours. You'll get all that 9 hours. Versus me going to your playlist and watch 20 videos that's total of 9 hours. I don't think you're gonna get all 9 hours.
No, you would get it. Dora is saying, somebody told me that my monetization will be taken off within 45 days. Is it true? I don't think so. Why? Why would it be taken off? Why? Who told you? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me see. There's something. I think there's something. I just want to highlight here. People you help sometimes. Yeah, I think Miss Bell is just like highlighting her frustration with that same thing you just said. And then Meg's Mystery says, you are right. I was thinking the same thing. I think she's Meg's Mysteries is like talking about what you're talking about. Sujata, sorry. I need to try light. She said my cup looks cute. Thank you so much. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Hey Rachel, how you doing? Let me say it to people real quick before I get your questions. What did you Sheena, what are you asking? If they monetize before the live, the super chat button is there before the live. Super chats, I think you have to turn them on separately. They'll forever be on unless you turn them off. The super chats, the super thanks, and the super stickers. Once you turn them on the monetization tab, they're pretty much done. So the only thing you need to always turn on are your commercials before you go live. And I remember the first time, Sheena, you went live after monetization, I was like, I didn't see commercials in your channel. I didn't see commercials. It's like, yeah, that's the first thing you have to set, because that's how you hope that you're going to get, some revenue up of it.
Yeah, so all you guys that want a lot of watch hours, you need to run silent live streams. Silent live streams are basically just a video of anything, or you can point it at a wall or whatever, and just call it silent live stream and run it no longer than 9 hours. And then your supporters will watch the whole video for 9 hours. I think that is a better way of getting watch hours than having someone watch your playlist, because that hasn't been proven to actually, because there's no way to tell whether it works or not. But Goga can attest, when he runs those long live streams, you get the 80 hours, 90 hours. You can see it, right? So that's one video, right? Yep. So anybody can watch one video, and YouTube will give you all that watch hour. But I cannot definitively say yes or no when you run somebody's playlist of 200 videos, whether YouTube's going to give you all 200 videos. My guess is no. They're going to give you only a few.
They will, because I remember, even that time you used to help me, like with the, when I was still looking for the WH, make the content. I remember they used to slash them. Like there's a time I think the studio updated 400 WH in a day. The following day, I think they had axed like literally over 200 of them, So I think it's also, they actually know. So
no, like, they do. It's algorithms. They know for sure but that's the reason why if you run a video that's long, they won't know, because it's one video. But if you run 5-10 videos from the same channel, YouTube's every now and then would understand, they're just running the playlist trying to get watch hours, and they do some stuff to it.
Yeah. Anthony Holmes, you're asking, is there a way to do super chat if the person is not live? No, unless they have an upcoming premiere or an upcoming live stream, because you can click on the upcoming premiere and live stream, and then you're able to drop the super chat there. The only thing you can give when somebody is not live is a super thanks on a video. Like you can go to, like, if you have to go to Ank's channel now, you can go check maybe a video of his, you can drop a super thanks. That's the only thing you can do when somebody's offline. It's a new feature that they finally, I think, gave a lot of content creators. So I think now pretty much everybody now has it. Papa's K, I saw you, Papa's. Thank you so much. See, Marcos is still here. Simply Kwana, I think I'd already said hi. Let me see. Host Mesema. I don't know what you said. The one who told me maybe wanted to steal my channel because they intimidated me with that statement. No, the only people who can take your channel is YouTube. So I don't think you should believe that. Forget about those people. Hey, Miss D, how you doing, Miss D? Miss D, how you doing? Welcome. Emilia, Sangad, how you doing? All the way from Kuwaiti. Let me see. Elvis Talk Show. I'd already said hi. Guys, you don't have questions for the co-host. I don't want to keep him long. If you don't have questions for him, he's a busy person. It's morning. You see, he's having his breakfast nicely there with his big cup. Thanks for all the info. You're both great. Have a wonderful channel. So I have to pop off now. Thank you so much, Meg. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Guys, visit me. They took away. Normally people pay to have. Oh yeah, Ike is asking something about. Normally people pay to have ads free. Ad free, I guess. That's what he's talking about. Ike, I don't think I understood what you said. Southern Bell, thank you so much.
Yeah, I think YouTube offers people that watch this video a way to not have any ads being run, but you have to pay them. I don't think anybody subscribes to that. Like, why would you pay YouTube not to have ads? I mean, are you spending that much time on YouTube where you don't want to run an ad because you don't want to watch a 5-minute video? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, there's just another way for them trying to make money. But I think the percentage of people that actually subscribe to ad-free YouTube is like very minuscule, very, very.
Saniki, what did you ask? Can you use the same title as others
Yeah,
on a video?
of course. I mean, you can call this video Mr. Beast's video, whatever. YouTube don't care.
I would get like penalized or something.
I mean, that's
hey,
what,
Miss D, why are you
that's,
asking? Miss D, move. Miss D is asking. Tom is saying hi to you, Ank.
Congratulations. Now your real journey begins. But you're doing the same thing as well. You like
Tom is going to do great. Wait, Anthony says he has YouTube Premium. He has YouTube Premium where I guess he doesn't see the ads.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wait, Ank, I have a question based on this. How comes like when I look at my my ad revenue, I always see that I get revenue from ads. Sorry, my revenue. I get revenue from ads, transactions, and then there is premium down there. So I'm like, I don't get why I get like revenue from premium. What does that mean?
I don't know. Most of my revenue comes from the skippable ads, and then sometimes like the super chats. Those are what I get most of it. And then, do you do a research on where you're getting your hits from?
Yes, I always check, and it keeps changing. For some weird reason, there's a lot of traffic from Russia. The last couple.
No, I don't mean like from what particular country. Region. I mean like like most of my views actually coming from Google or YouTube searches.
Yeah, mine come from mostly. I think it says recommendations for sure.
Yeah, which is So mine most is YouTube searches and also Google searches. Sometimes there's some Facebook and whatnot, you know, and then so that's what I'm hoping for mostly because those are usually my non-subscribers. Usually that means they found me some other way. And so that's what I'm trying to grow more because, you know, that's the other thing too, is like, I know a lot of people trying to chase more subscribers, but to be honest, I mean, after 1,000 subscribers, I mean, YouTube don't care whether you get 1,000 or 1 million. I mean, just think of it this way, right? I have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, right? I have 10,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, right? Every time I post a video with 1,000 subscribers, I get 100 views. Every time I get 10,000, every time I post a video with 10,000 subscribers, I get 100 views. Am I making the same amount of money? Yes.
What's the point? Yeah. So I mean,
the point is the subscribers don't matter. The point is that the subscribers don't matter, right? Because whether I get 1,000 or 10,000 subscribers, if every time I post a video I only get 100 views, it doesn't matter if I got 10,000 subscribers. I get paid for the 100 views. I don't get paid for the 10,000 subscribers.
Absolutely. If someone has YouTube Premium, then you get more revenue than normal revenue. Now, I like what Anthony is answering here, saying that with the YouTube Premium, is able to watch videos without something about the screen, without the screen being open. That's what you said, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I guess.
Like I say, I don't give any money to YouTube, so I would not pay for YouTube Premium.
Some of the money we pay to
$0 so far.
Now, like I say, some of the money we pay to the premium goes to the video owners. Oh, I guess maybe that's why we get some of that share, because I always say I have some share from premium, which I never understand.
That could be. So they watch a video. So a YouTube Premium subscriber watch your video. They don't get display ad, but some of the money goes to you. I guess that's what, I don't know what premium does. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying. I think based on that, I think he has actually answered our question just by having this back.
Well,
Raquel, the answer to your question, Goga, is monetization what you expected? Just as I told Ank, no, and I think he definitely expected it, because that was the conversation tonight. Like, it is not what we expect, especially as small YouTubers, and that's why we have to start thinking broadly. And there's a concept he's talking about here, about the concept of evergreen videos, and I just want him to like emphasize more on it, because I remember I came across this is it evergreen? I think on that ship. You remember that ship that got stuck in Egypt or something? That's the first idea I had of evergreen. And I think when I went to somebody's live, I think it was your interview with Johnny Small Pepper. So I was like, what is an evergreen video? So I had to go Google and I'm like, is it evergreen because of the ship? And then they're like, no, evergreen because it's a video that that will continue giving you the views and and you don't have any to literally lift a finger, you know.
Nope.
But
Nope. Yeah.
most of us, our videos, we have to like, Miss D, where are you? Irene, where are you? Come to my premiere. Ocheku, come to my premiere. Moments with Alice, come to my premiere. Connor Clubhouse Colbert, come to my premiere. Nobram, come to my premiere. If they don't come, that video doesn't have views, you know. And that is, and I guess that is now you trying to tell us that, you know, we need to start thinking towards the concept of evergreen videos, because it will take this burden of looking for Latoya, Nobram, Grace Gidu, and all these God Loves TV to come to my premiere on Friday or Monday.
And your time, you don't, once you get
my
a
time.
video, you don't spend any time on that video. It'll just continue making views for you. And again, I'm not saying like that's all you look for, right? But that's what I look for. I still do videos that I love to do. I don't, like I say, I don't post car videos because I don't like fixing cars, right? You still got to do stuff that you like to do, but to corner yourself into a particular niche when it's not giving you the results you want, to me, it's like kind of backwards. That's why I expanded my channel to do so much stuff, because at the beginning I just did burpees, right? I did burpees. Like, I think I started on my 200 some odd days. I stopped. My first video was how to make chow fun or chow mein or something, and after that I never looked back. I just post everything, and then and as the years gone on, now I don't really care. I just post anything because I never know what will hit. But do I still post burpee videos? Of course I do, because that's the original intent of my channel, to record everything I can do fitness wise. But do I want to be pigeonholed by what I started, just burpee yoga uncle? No, I don't want to, because it's not getting the result that I want. Now, for those of you out there that wants to create a community, wants to share their knowledge, and you're not getting the views that you want, well, if you're happy doing that, then be happy. But you can't complain if your sole goal is to create a community and then you complain about I'm not getting the views or watch hours. Because great, you're creating a community, but if you're not getting the results you want and you keep doing the same thing, you are going to get what you're going to get. You know, you cannot be mad and you cannot say, how can I make YouTube viewers watch my stuff more? Well, it is what it is. You know, the YouTube doesn't lie. I mean, you can create your community, you can get whatever you want from it, but if you're going to get this many views and you're not happy, that's what you're going to get. You know, you can pray to the YouTube God that they'll give you more views, but if not, then you need to make a change. Kind of like people that complains, this is going to be maybe banned, okay? Kind of like people that complains like, man, I'm getting no luck because where I live is just no opportunities. Move! Why don't you move? Who's telling you to stay there? It's the same thing, right? If your particular situation in your city is not giving you opportunities, freaking move. Oh, it's not as easy as that. Well, yes, it's pretty easy. Depends how bad you want it, right? Oh, but I love my community. I love the city I'm in. I love this restaurant. Okay, then you got to live with what your city's giving you. It's the same thing in YouTube, right? You like the things you're doing. Okay, great. You don't like the results? Well, change. I don't want to change because I like what I'm doing. Well, then live with what you're gonna get. You can't expect the world to go, well, you know, I'm gonna give you more based on what you like and not what the world's giving. You can't do that. You know, the world gives you infinite opportunities to do whatever you want. Nobody's holding a gun to your head saying, hey, you know, you don't like the community you live in, move. Oh no, stay. You gotta stay. No, you gotta stay in this particular city because you were born here. You cannot move. Nobody's telling you that. You can move. I mean, I hear some people, oh man, my community, you know, there's just no opportunity. I'm thinking, why do you move? Why can't? Same thing in YouTube. I don't like the results I'm getting from the videos. Change. Just change. You don't want to change? Then shut up and don't complain about YouTube not giving you the views, because your content is worth what the views got. That's pretty much it. It's not like Nobody. I mean, that's what it is, right? You put up content, people come and watch, or they don't come and watch, and that's it. You can't make people come and watch your stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also another thing that most people don't understand, because premiers, I know there are people like and you talked about it, like, yes, you may have a community, and if you're not making that difference, then it means you probably need to like reevaluate even that space.
Yeah.
Completely. Yeah.
Right. I keep saying this on the whole video, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. If you ran it so long and it's not getting the result you want, then you need to change. And then I'm still, even me. I mean, I come to a point where I'll probably need to make some other change. Maybe not in my particular channel, but on a different channel that's totally separate from this. Because it's still not getting me what I want, even though I'm getting it, but it's taking too long and it's taking too much of my time. If it weren't for the work I'm doing that allows me to stay on YouTube, I probably wouldn't post as often as I do. And it's taking up a lot of my time, and I realize that it's fun. I build friendships like with Goga and many people, but at the same time, I only have two things again, right? Money and time, and I'm spending way too much time on YouTube. And again, if it's not for my work, I wouldn't be posting as much as I do. So I need to change. I probably need to change too, and then.
I'm laughing at what Raquel is giving you throwing a spanner in the works there. I ain't changing or doing anything. People are coming to me, even if I have to pay.
You can have to pay them. Why would you pay them?
No, and I want to say something, because Ike, my big brother here who is on the chat, Ike said something. I was on a live stream yesterday with Latoya. Hi Latoya, I saw you. Latoya, Mika, I see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Who else have I not said? Don't worry, guys. We are busy having a conversation, but I will catch up with all of you guys after this. No, Bram. So Ike said something yesterday. Bananas, bananas, the code word we use on these whitey streets. Bananas don't watch videos. And I heard that and I was like, that is some very harsh truth. It is true. It is true. And it really goes within this concept of evergreen videos, because you create a short, because shorts are becoming the new thing to just create traffic to the channel. I got my 2K from shorts. I got my 100K milestone on views on shorts, like just like that. And I'm like, I don't know them. I don't even know where to return to them. They don't leave comments. They just go to the channel, and some of them stuck, over 100 stuck, and it got me to 2K. And when he said bananas don't watch videos, I was like, he does have a point. So how do we? And Sheena also asked this earlier. How do you think like shorts are really the future, and how do we leverage on the power of shorts to be able to get our channels into this evergreen space?
Shorts is just a way for YouTube to combat TikTok, because YouTube has lost the position as the #1 most viewed content on the internet. So because TikTok took it over, so they're just using shorts to combat that. But shorts in general, I mean, it can get you viewers, but if you're creating a short of a particular type and then they go to your channel and you have different content, they're not going to come and view anything in general. I mean, the turnover rate, I mean, not turnover, the rate of conversion is, to me, is minuscule. So I put shorts up every now and then, but in reality, once I realized it doesn't really gain me anything, because you can see how many subscribers you got as well, plus or whatever. Not that I care about the subscriber, but you can see. To me, it doesn't matter much. Again, I'm still only thing I search for again is just evergreen videos, and then that's so those bananas that don't come to view. Well, that's fine. I'm just gonna look for supporters that will come and view, but in the meantime, looking for my video to become evergreen. So I would have viewers that come view without leaving me comments, which is still what I want.
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, YouTube is changing its policies. For instance, think of it like they're saying a channel that gets, that policy where that, a channel that gets like 10 million views within 3 months, you don't even need to look for, so long as you're at 1K, you don't need to look for WH.
Yep.
How do you think this is going to change the landscape for people like us who toiled? We literally sweat for these like hours, and then now I know 10 million views is also quite something. but I know
Channel.
a channel.
The only policy I thought YouTube changed was if your shorts get so many millions of views, you'll get some money, right? Like it was 10 million views.
No, there's that option of the 10 million views where of course there's the monetization bit, but for you to be monetized, you can be purely monetized on shorts. You can have your 1K, and then you can get your like, so long as you have like a short that got 10 million views within 3 months. You can
do you know how many videos gets 10 million views?
There's a channel. She was here the other day. One shot got 40 million views.
Yeah.
If she purely had that shot on her channel, she would have hit that milestone instantly. One video, 40 million.
Right. They're trying to combat TikTok. That's all they're trying to do. They're trying to get the TikTok content creators to come over to create content on YouTube. That's why they're trying to give all these incentives. But I mean, the chance of hitting even 1 million views is rare. I mean, I don't know what the statistic is. I can search it up, but it's just not that many.
Oh, nice. Agoraphobic gamer. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, he just like saw the title here.
They're not monetizing everyone's video. They are monetizing everyone's video, but if you are not monetized yet, YouTube keeps all the money. So there's a big difference. Like we talked about at the beginning, right? Before you get to 1K, 4K, if your video has an ad on it, you're not making any money. YouTube makes all the money.
It takes it. And they I used to think that they will return it to me.
No, they won't. They won't. That's why I told you at the beginning of this video, that's why they want to pop up the view counts for unmonetized channels, right? Because then they can sell ad space to them. Then they keep all the money. And then afterwards, after you get monetized, they drop you back to your normal. They won't, quote unquote, help you get more views because they're going to have to split revenue with you. They'll find another yoga with Goga and help them with the numbers on views because they can monetize, they can make money from that video and keep all the money. You and I are nothing to YouTube, right? We're just a channel. There's billions of channels. So they're going to help the ones that's unmonetized to get a lot of to get a lot of views, and then after you get a lot of views, they can sell ads on them that they keep all the money, and you don't get anything. And then once you get monetized, they'll find another you that's not monetized.
It's a business at the end of the day.
So. It's a bit, and then you know what? And they have a right to do that because, like I told you, anybody that is not monetized, they are paying for your content to be streamed. They're paying for your content to be hosted, so if they see fit to somehow make money from you, it's a business at the end of the day. You don't have to use the platform.
You literally sign for it, like when you're accepting the policies and the terms and conditions and everything. You actually are like, I'm taking myself to the slaughterhouse and
they change if they change your policy and you don't like it, you can quit and leave. Just like Joe Rogan, he left. Right? He left. He made a lot of money, but he still posts content on YouTube, but just not as often as before, But so if you don't like it and you got enough power, then move to a different. I mean, I know a lot of channels now, they get demonetized videos and they would move to other streaming sites, and then also they still post on YouTube, but they would ask for Patreon or other, like tell you to go to other channels to subscribe and join there and not join in YouTube. I mean, you can do that too. I mean, there's many ways to skin the cat, like I say, in YouTube. It's just depending on what you want to do. Exactly. They're going to Rumble. They're going to many different places.
Expand just like what you were saying earlier about how guys are exploring new spots to go and actually. Sometimes I just feel like the work you put in is not appreciated. Like all these videos, the editing that goes into it, the hours. Like Ank, I look at your videos, I look at my playlist. Like when you're looking for the WH, and you're like, this is so much work. Like if you have like this is like my 117th live stream. So let me just give an estimate. Approximately, this live stream is like, let me say, an average of 3 hours. Like, can you imagine? That's like That's a lot. That's 300,000 hours spent.
I don't
On,
know how you do it.
yeah. So like sometimes you look at the work and and that's why I said it's not what I expected, because my point was clear. Get monetized, become rich, sit and just be money will just be coming in. I won't even need to do anything. It's not the reality. It's definitely
No.
not the reality for sure. um, guys, does anybody else have a question for the co-host? I don't know how much time, Ank, you have, just in case I can see whether I can field any questions from the chat. I like what Ike says. Goga, we put ourselves in the ship willingly to slave for YouTube.
Yeah, yes, we do. That's why I'm trying to I have another channel that I started completely unrelated to any of this stuff, where I'm literally just gonna let it run and hope it catches algorithm. I'm not answering any comments, not replying, nothing, and just do a test and see what happens. But it's that one's a different. But that one I'm giving information now. It's completely different than this particular channel, and I want to test how it works. If it works fine, maybe I'll post way less on this particular channel, because this channel right now, for my channel anyway, like I told you, my 2 goals, and those are my only 2 goals. So
Yeah.
Find my niche and evergreen videos. Of course, do my burpees, but
Yeah, what agoraphobic gamer is saying is actually what you were saying earlier. Like, yeah, now they're pushing the shortest, snappiest videos, short skill. Absolutely, that's what I was telling him earlier. That that's what they're going to prioritize because of the competition. Like,
they're losing.
okay,
They're losing the TikTok. They're losing the TikTok
Yeah.
really bad. And the great thing about TikTok, and I hate TikTok, even I have an account, I stopped using it. The great thing about TikTok is the way that their algorithm work in terms of keeping you there. Okay, the way that they pushes certain type of videos to make you sit there for an hour watching shorts. Okay, and that's something that YouTube right now have no way of copy. It's their algorithm of showing the content to you. TikTok is like world class in that, and YouTube right now is frantically trying to figure out a way to do the same thing, because they're losing in terms of watch hours to TikTok, right? And even though YouTube has such a big head start, and that's the reason why they're trying to do everything to maybe hopefully, number one, get us to make more shorts, and number two, hopefully get TikTok content providers to come over to YouTube. That's the reason why they changed. With 10 million view, you are monetized right away. It's all a way to combat TikTok. They're losing the war, and then they don't want to lose.
Let me see. Somebody's asking, host, I don't get it. Will one use one video twice with different Okay, can one use one video?
Yes, you can.
Twice?
You can. You can even post the same video twice, because I don't believe YouTube cares what video you post up, and I don't care what title you put on. Okay, like all my shorts is the same title. I don't change anything on it, and then it would just do it. You can post the same video 5, 10 times. I don't think YouTube cares, because every time you post a video, if you look at the URL, it's a different URL. So to YouTube, it's a different video. Doesn't matter what it's.
Unless I don't remix it from a long form video, because that one they keep track. They can say it has been remixed from a particular video. They can trace it back.
I don't think they care. Yours do care. I never posted a video twice, but I don't think they care that you post the same video, because it's a different URL. It's a completely different file.
Papa says, Yoga, I think quite you should lower the WH for monetization. 4,000 is too much. That's why they have to make you slave for it. For sure.
I was telling. I got monetized in 6 months, because all my videos were like minimum half an hour long. Because I started doing burpees every day on April. Unbeknownst to me, I think by June or something like that, I got like 2,000 plus watch hours. I didn't even keep track. I didn't even know what it was. It wasn't until I figured out, you can get monetized or whatever. I don't know what monetized even meant at that time. And then I did some research and realized, I need 4,000 watch hours. And then I start keeping track of it. In fact, it's on my getting monetized video. I actually had a little notepad. So every day I was getting like 60 hours just from YouTube. by posting videos because my videos are all long. So you can get it. It's actually right now it's easier to get 4,000 watch hour than to get 1,000 subscribers. And again, the reason is because YouTube doesn't want you to get monetized. You know how many people I can get you 4,000 watch hours in 2 months. It's so easy, right? But to get 1,000 subscriber now is really hard because YouTube is deleting subs all the time, right? It took me like 6 times to get
away. You're like, I know that is the biggest nightmare when you're just when you're just on the verge of 1K. They've dropped like tremendously. It is crazy.
Exactly, and that happened. In it started in August of 2020. They changed their policy, and a lot of my subscriber friends, some of them lost half, like from 500 to 250 subscribers overnight. So I mean they did that already, and so yeah, it's right now I have so many channels I subscribe. They're stuck at 900, 870, 950, just stuck like months on end. I would see them they add 3, 4, and the next day they drop 3, 4. It's always just stuck. So yeah, right now it's super easy to get 4,000 watch hours. 1,000 subscribers is the harder part.
Yeah, and I like what Gamer is saying, and I think Ike was teaching us this about shorts the other day. Edit those things. Don't go and start picking content, and then it's especially like this one that guys are getting from TikTok to post on YT streets. That one can get you in trouble. You need to actually edit it or give the what did he say? Give it like your own flair on the short. You can like say something different or add a voiceover or create some funny sound or something to it. Just edit it so that at least it's if you really have to use that particular thing.
I don't know any. I never repost the only videos I repost, quote unquote, is like I would do a live burpee session, and then once the live is done, I would incorporate it into the whole string that I do. But I never like post an exact video up twice. But I don't know why I would want to do that. So I never done it.
Ike, I don't think your six packs and abs, your muscles have anything to do with the interview, but yeah, I saw that. That's me cracking a joke there. Yeah. Ank, I'm sure Ank has a six pack for sure. For a 50-year-old guy, he definitely has a six pack because of all those.
No, I don't.
And then he will still go and have mukbang, with the daughter and everything. Just like, oh my God, he's eating all that and he's still going to do his burpees and stuff. Hey Sureka G, how you doing, Sureka? Thank you so much for coming in. Let me see. Okay. I don't see any question, guys. Do you have anything for Ank? I don't see any question. You guys are not asking anything. I will ask my own personal questions now that he's here on my YT experience. So the long and short, it's like it's not what I thought. It's not what I thought. But there's a time I used to get so so obsessed with the statistics, the numbers. And then I had to remind myself why I got onto YouTube in the first place. And one of the things was to just, have fun and share content with the community. And I realized that now that it's becoming a job and I'm getting so hell-bent on numbers, these zeros are so many, I realize I'm losing the plot and it's making me lose my mind. So I say, no, stick to like what you enjoy doing. So if it's coming here and I will make noise for 3 hours and people will be engaging me, giving me their stories, I'll be creating time every week just to do that, So I do Wednesdays. It's just my day for coming and hanging out with my friends. Or what you normally do sometimes, like sometimes when you're going somewhere at a restaurant and you just hang out and you decide to go live. I like that style as well. For those quick live streams when I'm just having a coffee somewhere and then I'm like, I'm bored and I'm alone in this cafe. Let me say hi to these people as I take my coffee or eat. It's also very nice just to see what people are up to on these YT streets, and I think I love it. It brings in some very different sort of engagement, different from the premiers for sure. Yeah. Hey Latonya, how you doing, Latonyas? Yes, Sheena, don't forget to like and share. Let me see anything. Oncheko, I think Oncheko was agreeing with you. Guys, I don't see anything. So the key points, see whether you can get evergreen videos that you can keep getting you views. even when you're asleep. I think that's the simplest way of explaining what an evergreen video is. And then the other thing is the other thing I got. Hey, Killer Kitty, how you doing? Killer Kitty is a newest channel. She's giving us a run here over the editing. She just has 3 videos in her house, but the editing that goes into those videos, you're like, my respect. Respect to her. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. I can't imagine what her videos will look like when. How many videos do you have, Hank, in your channel?
800 something.
What? Okay. I only have like I think that 200 and something. So I'm trying to imagine Killer Kitu on the 200 video, because if the video number 1 on YouTube is like a top-notch, well-edited production kind of level kind of video, I don't know what the 200 is going to look like.
Oh yeah, some people enjoy doing. Yeah, some people enjoy doing it. I know one fitness channel. I think he's in New Jersey. I think he spent over 100 hours per video. I asked him. He takes 100 hours to edit it.
I mean, I hate editing. But I know it comes with the time. It gets easier, but I definitely dread editing. I love the shooting.
He loves doing it. He loves doing the editing. So I said 100 hours. He goes, yeah, 100 hours average. I go, okay, all the more power to you.
100 hours is like, God, that's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's really professionally made. If you go to the channel, it's really, it's almost like a TV show. I mean, he does everything, overlays, multiple. I mean, it's very professional. He's a professional. He's a professional basketball trainer for core. I mean, for strength conditioning. I mean, for pro teams, and he just does this on the side for fun. And it shows. And then and then his video gets like maybe 1 or 2K views. He doesn't post a lot because it takes too much time. But that's what he enjoys doing. Yeah, like I say, there's many ways of using YouTube. And then there's nothing wrong with what he does because he enjoys doing it. But it's just you get what you want out of YouTube. That's pretty much it. Following the guidelines.
That's true. That's true. Any question, guys, for Ankh? Any question for Ankh? Any question, right. Comment, opinion? Otherwise, I'm going to give him a free reign. Now he can talk about anything. He can promote his channel and everything.
Well, I'm good. Anyway, as I say it to all the people that ever gone to my channel, listen to my rants, always do your own research and then come up on your own opinions and information. Don't listen to echo chambers, and always go out there and look for experiences, because you never know what you're gonna find out there. But you don't look, just kind of like I always tell my kids, right? If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So go out and get your experience and do your own research. There's a big world out there, just because someone is of authority doesn't mean that they're always right. And then the other thing too is just because someone is of authority or popular, usually they're only good at their particular niche. So I always tell people this too. Would I ever go to a doctor and ask them how to fix my car's carburetor? No. Why would I do that? Okay, if that's the case, then why would I care about what any person say of any substance outside of their expertise? If you catch my drift. Like, would I ask Yoga with Goga how to bench press? Maybe he knows, but chances are he might not know as well as he knows yoga. So I would ask him questions about yoga related, right? But I would not ask him about doing weightlifting. He might know, but I would ask somebody else that does weightlifting, right? So that's kind of like how you should approach, huh?
No, Apex State is on the chat here, and he's the one who does all those things, weightlifting. I would ask him those things because he does.
No, exactly. And then that's not a knock on anybody. It's not on you that you don't know weightlifting, but that's not your expertise. So I would not ask you about weightlifting. So it's the same thing in life in general. Just because somebody that's popular on television is good at one particular thing doesn't mean they know everything. Do they know everything? Maybe they do. But do I have to? I mean, would their opinion mean more important if compared to your opinion. To me, they're the same. Just because you're expert in one thing doesn't mean you're expert in everything. So I'm going to listen to you being expert in that one thing, but everything else you say, I'm going to take with a grain of salt because you are not expert in those, right?
100%.
So always do your own research.
Just because burpeeYOGA said I should ask, can everyone here come to my channel?
Exactly. You're exactly right. Because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. All right, it's been
Raquel is funny. Raquel is funny. Raquel is always funny. she went to Radio Jonesy from Tasmania, and was telling Radio Jonesy that you need to nominate Goga to do a 24-hour live stream. And I was like, Raquel, can you just shut up? Because I just did a 12-hour live stream, and I'm like, other than it being good for the ego, I am not doing that thing again. I couldn't sleep for days.
You did a 24-hour one?
Sheena has done 24 hours. Raquel has done 24 hours. So Jonesy, I think they nominated Jonesy to do the next 24-hour live stream. And then I go to Jonesy's live stream, and then Raquel is there telling Jonesy, oh, after you're done with your 24 hours, please nominate Goga to do 24 hours. And I was like, keep quiet. I'm not doing that thing again. I did 12 hours and I was done.
Wow. All the more power to you guys, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
hey,
a few more minutes. I gotta hell you on. Maybe about 8 more minutes.
Okay, guys, we have 8 more minutes with the co-host. If you want to, okay, there are people here maybe Ike may want to ask you something directly. Who wants to ask the co-host anything? If you want, some of you I know you like talking to the co-host directly. I can give you the link if you want. He has 8 minutes. So
yeah, I don't do much lives except when I'm doing burpees. So that's the only time I do live. So.
And I like how you're normally so engrossed in your thing, like you don't even like I like how you just mind your business. You carry your own weather, like hey Goga, and you're back there, and I like that the dog joined you the other day. It was so cool. I love how you do those that, and then I like how you go and make them videos again. Like after you're done with the live, you make it a video. That's like so cool.
Yeah, I can edit it and change the color.
Oh, Sanik is asking, does retitling your videos help push it?
Yeah, if you use keywords, if it's not working, you can always change the information. But I don't in general change them. Sometimes I change them at like once I launch, I realize something's wrong. Within one day, I would change it. But afterwards, I typically don't touch it. Because again, it's like I told you, one of my most popular video, it didn't really become evergreen until 8 months later. So I don't even know how the YouTube things work, but some video sometimes takes a long time for it to grow. I don't know why. Like I told you about my video to do that heat pole thing. I mean, it came back again in November from last year, and I didn't change anything. So I usually don't change anything once I post it up.
Yeah, this is
but you can try.
I think it's a different experience. I know I've also had a video that for some reason I don't know why it got that traffic. It just picked up like suddenly, and all of a sudden I'm seeing it like really going up. I was like, why is this video like going up all of a sudden? It was strange, but there were views. I don't mind. I was like, yep, by all means.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me see. What is Latonia saying? I thought I saw something from Latonia. I have a question about views dropping and algorithms. Okay, what do you want to ask? So Latonia, what are you asking about algorithms and views dropping? The algorithm.
Well, is the views dropping after you get monetized? Because we discussed that already. The reason why it drops after you get monetized. And in terms of algorithm, that's the whole thing about YouTube, is to figure out their algorithm, what they like about your particular channel. And that's like what some of us call the niche too, like what niche you want to be in. Because YouTube doesn't necessarily like, just because my channel is called burpeeYOGA Uncle, maybe it doesn't like me doing burpees. I don't know why. So, you can either change your name or you can change your content. I don't think the name matters much, but the content, and it's just whatever the YouTube's whim is in terms of the content. And so you just keep trying to figure out what YouTube wants out of your video, the kind of keywords that they like, the kind of, I mean that's what you do, you know. So once you find when it's successful, you're trying to replicate it, you know. So let's say you find a video, let's say, like, for example, like one of my videos for dash cam, right, is popular. Then if I chose to, I could just buy another dash cam and review it to see if that works. But then again, I'm not one of those that spends money, right? Like I told you, I don't spend any money that I don't need. Like that dash cam, I actually do need it. That's why I bought it. So just because that video is popular doesn't mean I'm gonna go and buy another dash cam just to review it. But people do that because that's because when a particular video works, then you would want to keep using it, that format, right? So, you know, so you can do it that way. But in terms, that's everybody trying to figure out the algorithm. Hashtag to me is like superstition. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. So like, I see a ladder. Do I want to walk underneath the ladder or walk around it? Even though I don't believe in bad luck if I walk underneath the ladder. Well, I'm gonna walk around the ladder. I don't believe in walking underneath the ladder is gonna give me bad superstition, but it's not that hard just to walk around the ladder. It's the same thing with hashtags. I can show you many instances of videos that gets thousands of hits with no hashtags, with nothing, just a title, and it would get thousands of views. So how would that work when there's no SEO, no hashtag, and they still get thousands of views? Well, that proves to me that for those videos, hashtags or SEO or none of those stuff don't work. But am I gonna not put any of those on my video? It's just like that superstition. I'm gonna keep doing it simply because it doesn't hurt. It doesn't take that long. So that's pretty much what it is.
Gamer says, as of November, hashtags really don't matter. Just title it well. Yeah, I guess same thing. I guess Ank is saying. Watch YouTube Creator Studio gives amazing updates and tips. Yeah, and I think, and I want Ank just to comment on this as he's like works on his closing remarks, because I think a lot of us don't really, as you're saying, do your own research. And I think a number of us, sometimes we don't even look at these creator tips and you know, those things, we don't even look at them. So, and even the guidelines, you talked about the YouTube policies and the guidelines. Sometimes you even miss looking at those policies and guidelines. I think I just want you to say something real quick about this. Because the other day I was at, was it Sheena's? No, it wasn't Sheena's live stream. It was Secret Blackburn's live stream. And then I don't know, he was so livid, he was so annoyed because apparently there are people on the live stream who have jackets, and then they are literally blocking other supporters. So he goes to the blocked. I mean, had he not gone to the blocked section of his studio, he wouldn't have even known that he has a number of, like, you have burpeeYOGA Ank blocked, you have Pribumi, how you doing? Pribumi has been blocked, Helen has been blocked, Latonia has been blocked, and he has no idea how these people are blocked. But you know, sometimes he's very busy, and you know, he maybe didn't give jackets to these people. And I think the lesson from there was you need to be checking some of these things on the studio just to be able to have an idea of what's going on, because most of us, I think, we tend not to look at them at all, including even the copyright, you know, that copyright section in the studio, that thing as well. I'm trying to teach myself to be very proactive with the copyright tab. Let's see. Let me see. Pribumi, how you doing? Let me see. Is there any question here? Nope. Nothing. Are they okay? There's something here from God's Music. Okay, guys. Final questions. Are there fake subs, or some people accepted? Like, yeah, this is what is fake subs.
I don't know what you mean. Yeah, you I mean, YouTube is crazy. You can buy subs, you can buy views. I mean, you can do all that. So of course there's fake subs, and of course, I mean, there's channels. I'm sure you can buy all those stuff. I mean, there's a market for everything, right? So,
Yeah.
but again, it depends what you want to do. I mean, do you want to get to 1K, 4K very fast? I think illegally you can buy those views and subs, but
Absolutely.
like I said, I never spent a penny in my channel, so leave me.
And until we get to that level, I think we should like. I think I like what you said about how keep them to a minimum. I mean, you only need. I only shoot with my phone, by the way, and have my tripod. That's it. And my yoga mat is there. I just need the sun. I just need the sun and good lighting at the rooftop, and I have my yoga video. But
Yeah,
yes,
everything that I've ever posted on my channel is because I needed it, or because, and then I just do it as a side to make a YouTube video. I don't have a professional camera. I just use my phones, and then that's pretty much it. I literally I spend $0 on my channel, 0 cents. I never spent, and I've made 4 figures from YouTube already. I continue to make money from my videos, but but I can make more. But that's what I'm trying to do right now.
so you're telling them 0.0000 in your face. I'm not spending.
I'm not spend all the time already. I'm not spending any. I'm not spending any money on YouTube. The only money I actually spend on YouTube is like the super chats and things like that. But that's not to YouTube, but to content providers or content creators.
Yeah, Ike says YouTube have a beta feature to pay $50 to $100 for them to push your videos. Soon they might release.
Of course they'll do that. They should have done that earlier. Do you know how many people would pay for that?
I mean, I love it. That will have been serious revenue. Now that they're by all means, I'll be like, push it. But
yeah, a lot of people want that because at the end, it's a business.
If I invest 100 in my videos being pushed out there and I get revenue from the ads, does it come back to me, or I don't know? How will that work? I'll be very curious.
Well, it depends on how much they're charging to push your content and how many views you get after they push it, and then you'll see. But Goga and me can tell you, you don't get a lot of money from 100 views or 1,000 views. Okay, no. You don't. So it depends on how much they're going to charge you, and then depends on your content too. But in general, unless you're in, I think the highest view money per view is in finance. They make the most money, right? In terms of clicks per minute or whatever, the revenue per minute, whatever the number is, the metric, they make the most money. But for my particular videos, I think I get like $10 per 1,000 view or something like that. It's not high at all. And some of the highest I've seen is like $20, $30 per 1,000 views. So if you're not getting that and they're asking you $50 to push your 100, it's not worth the money. So you gotta. I like
what. Okay, there's a question there. I like what TK is saying. Your video is the ads they will push for people to watch. So okay, so I'm biting more than like. Okay, so my video is the ad, but I want ad on my videos again. So I'm like, I get it. I get your point, TK. You made your point. Papas is asking, is it wise to delete some of the older live videos? I know, Ank, you normally do your lives and then you repurpose them into like uploads.
No, I put it as private. I keep them for my purposes because it's a record of my fitness. But because I redo them. But if you're I would like, if I were to like a normal channel, I do a lot of lives. I would keep the lives on, but I would put ads in there if I monetize. I don't know why I would delete it. I don't know why I would.
I also keep my lives for one reason, because there's a time I decided when I got monetized and I thought I'm famous and rich and I'm a celebrity. I decided to like say I'm going to make all these live streams members only. Then I don't know what happened. My views dropped. Like the channel, I think I didn't even know that thing affects the views. So my channel, I think by then I was at 36,000 views. So when I went and decided to like put all the lives into members only, I significantly lost a lot of views. I think they were literally like over 11,000. So I go to somebody's like channel, a big YouTuber Experience, and then he's like, what did you do to your channel? Why am I seeing there's a negative number here on your channel? And I'm like, I have no idea. No, you need to find out. And then I realized there's those slides that I decided to like private, put on private. Guys, I decided to return all of them. I was like, there is no way. I'm not these things when you get monetized and you think you've arrived. I said, come down to earth. I'm humble. all my lives are there. I've kept them there for posterity. They are still available for anybody who may want to keep track of my journey as well. And I love it because it also shows that I've been growing also as a content creator. And I like seeing that work as the effort. And I number them, so I know this is my 117. just for
Only
figures.
thing I number is my burpees. Anyway, I have to go. Thank you so much for the chat. That's the only thing I number. My burpees.
Thank you so much. I guess there's no any further questions. I don't want to. The host had actually requested to leave like 6 minutes ago, so I just wanted to give him a chance to sign off, as we always do in the culture of the Yoga with Goga family. He can sign off. He can give anything that he feels is outstanding, but above all, I want him to give three things that, if we forget everything he has said today, what are the 3 things that we should keep in mind for our own purposes?
Well, number one, figure out what you want to do out of your YouTube channel. From there, do your own research to figure out how to get to where you want to go. So for example, you want to grow the community and just impart information and you don't care about monetization, then go and figure out how to do that. You want to get monetized, go and figure out the best way of doing it. But YouTube's what you make of it. There's really no complaining. It is what it is. All you got to do is figure out what you want to do and then make your goal and go ahead and do it. That's pretty much it. And also always do your own research. Listen to everybody and figure out what works for you. Just like Bruce Lee said, right? Learn everything and keep what works. Learn everything and keep what works. All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Hank. I really appreciate you. Never dull moment with you. He's a mentor. He's like one of the people who's really held my hand through this process. And many people, like not just me. He has extended that amazing magnanimous spirit of this to a lot of people just to help them grow in this particular space. Because as I always tell you, it takes a village. It takes a village. You can't do it on your own. You really need somebody to hold your hand and show you the ropes sometimes. And I'm glad, Hank, that you came through for me and held space for me that time when I was really struggling in these streets until I was able to at least figure it out. And we are learning every day, and I'm glad at least you're always keeping tabs and telling me, I hope you are doing this and this, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right. Namaste.
Namaste. Have a lovely rest of the day, guys. You can connect with burpeeYOGA Uncle. He's I've put his link on the title of this live stream. It will stay there. Check out his channel, get to connect with him. He's an amazing person. He's very knowledgeable. He has taught us a lot of things, lots of nuggets of wisdom, and he definitely has the wisdom and the knowledge, and I trust his opinion on this. But yes, above all, do your research and see whether you can explore further ideas beyond what we are used to. Thank you so much, Anka.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, you too.